Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to talk about ways to stop procrastinating. I posted a video back at the beginning of December talking about the bad habits that I wanted to break in 2019. Procrastination was one of them. I'm terrible for it. I will sit and overthink things and research things that don't really need to be researched and just put off what I actually need to do. It's something I don't like about myself and that really bugs me, and since then I've been doing a few things that are helping me to stop procrastinating and to just crack on with the task at hand. So I thought I would share with you what those things are. So the first thing I do, I like to think of it as a bit of a primer coat in like makeup terms, but I like to set the tone for whatever the task is that I need to achieve. So that will look different for different people, but for me, I need to remove distraction. I like to have some background noise. I can't work in complete silence because I find my mind just wanders away with me and I can't focus. And I make sure that I'm not hungry and that I have drinks next to me so I can't find an excuse to get up and go and do something like get myself a snack or make myself a coffee. If I've done all of that beforehand, got it out the way with, then there's no excuse. I just need to sit down and get on with it. So if you're like me and you find it difficult to focus in complete silence, there are loads of playlists on Spotify that are specifically for motivation and productivity. I'll link a couple in the description box so you can go and check those out if that's something that would work for you. Or you might just want to have the TV on low in the background, but for me, music works better. I find the TV a little bit too distracting. And the other thing that falls within this step is to make sure that wherever I'm working is clean and clear of stuff. If there's clutter around me, I will just focus on that and it will irritate me rather than actually getting on with what I have to do. So I'll either clean the area that I want to work in and make sure it's clear, or I'll go and find an area of the house that's already clean and clear to save me from having to do it, and I will go and work there. But whatever it is that sets the scene for you, make sure you do it, because it might take you 10-15 minutes to prep your working environment, but it's time well spent because then you're more likely to be productive once you start. So if I'm putting off doing something because I really hate that particular task, the next thing I do that seems to really help is to just pick the one bit or find the one thing within that task that I don't mind as much as the rest of it and do that first. So for example, I hate laundry. I hate doing the washing. The worst bit for me is putting it all away, but what I don't mind so much is folding it all up and sorting it into piles for each individual person. So I'll get myself started by making it a little bit more fun. So I'll sit down, I'll put a video on the TV or on my phone and I'll watch that and I will fold all the laundry. Once that bit is done, I have to put it all away because I can't just leave it all out on the floor. So I've started it off with something that I don't mind as much, and then the bit that I really hate is squeezing it all into everybody's drawers and wardrobes. But once I've got that far, I'm gonna finish the task, I'm not gonna leave it. So I ease myself into it by making the first bit of the task a bit more fun, and then before I know it, I've done the whole thing. The third thing I do, and what makes the biggest difference to me, is to break things down into stages. For me, if a task seems really big and overwhelming, then I don't want to start it at all because it just seems too much and I will put it off and procrastinate rather than just getting on with it. But if I break it down into smaller, more manageable tasks rather than one big one, it just seems far more doable, and I will give myself little rewards to look forward to at the end of each stage. So that might be tea and biscuits, or I'll go out for a walk with Marnie to get some fresh air. Whatever it is that will reward you for doing part of that task, rather than being faced with this huge thing that I've got to get done and I don't know how I'm going to fit it in or even start. That just eases me into it, makes it far more manageable, and I find that I get loads done if I approach it in stages. So in the time that I would have spent sitting and putting off starting the task, I've probably already done at least 1 or 2 of the stages that I've broken it down into. So that really, really works for me. So those are the 3 things I've been doing lately to stop myself from procrastinating, and it seems to be working so far. I'd love to know what you do to stop yourself from wasting time and to get yourself motivated. Please let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my 30-day me videos. I'm uploading every day in January. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.